Hi, Faren. How you doing today?
Good afternoon, Vanda. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for joining me. I
Glad to be
wanted
here.
I wanted to take this time out to get to know who Faren Franklin is. I know we met at a real estate networking luncheon, and we kind of vibed, and we've been talking. And you had me come out to beautiful Navasota to see it, and I love it out there. But I wanted to learn more about you. So, just to introduce you, Faren Franklin is the CEO of a human resources company called Maeven Solutions.
Maeven Solutions.
Maeven Solutions. Thank you. And she's also a real estate investor. She has over a decade of comprehensive experience in the field of human resources. That's what my son has his degrees in. He's not doing that right now, but it'll come back.
Mhm.
And she's embarked on an entrepreneurial journey by creating a company that supports small business owners. Maeven Solution also offers services to help entrepreneurs alleviate the burden of working alone by hiring staff both virtually and in person, and to grow and scale your business. And she also has something for realtors. So I wanted to talk to you about how you can help realtors to scale and grow. So go ahead and take it away.
Okay, so I consider myself multi-passionate. So HR by default because I have experience in it, but real estate is just something that I happen upon that I love. And so I was thinking of ways to marry the two. And the great way is providing real estate professionals with the opportunity to grow and scale their businesses by adding on team members, whether it's virtual or in person, especially realtors. People in real estate are notorious for being busy and having to do a lot of things, and that seems to be always the case. And so what we have to recognize is that we can't do all things by ourselves. We can only do so much. There are only so many hours in a day assigned to one person. So the key to growth is to outsource. So another problem that comes up is that real estate professionals and any business owners, they find that they don't know the opportunities that are available to them to actually outsource, because it's like, who do I hire? How do I hire? How much is it going to cost? And my company has provides affordable solutions to all of those issues by the first point is providing virtual staff to real estate professionals. So whether you're a realtor, a wholesaler, an investor, a developer, we got you covered. We can just take whatever it is, all the tasks that you need done, and we can outsource them to a virtual professional and handle all facets of that process, from recruiting all the way to the hiring and onboarding. So that includes creating a job description, posting it, screening, all that HR stuff that most people aren't interested in. We can handle all of that for you to the point where you just pay us, and all you have to do is give your virtual professional work to do, and we will take care of the rest.
Now, are these assistants in the United States?
So I hire my virtual professionals are sourced from the Philippines. I have a great team that I've been working with for over a year, and they are in the Philippines. And so because of that, due to the cost of living there, we are able to hire at a more affordable rate than hiring domestically. But there is also the opportunity to hire domestically if that's what someone desires to do. That's why we're offering multiple solutions to all of these issues.
Okay, so some of the things that they could help realtors do are what?
So there is the marketing. If any type of marketing that you need done, any administrative work, cold calling, basically. And this is the exercise that I have any of my clients go through, is to evaluate what you do in a day. And I would even carry that on to go a week. Everything that you do in a day, take inventory of it and how much time you're spending on it, and make a check mark by each thing and see if it's something that you can outsource to someone else, or things, because of course there are things that only you as the realtor or whatever real estate professional can do that you may have to do in person. You may actually have to sign your name. But virtual signatures, that's a whole nother thing. You can outsource that as well. But most things you will come to find can be outsourced to someone else. So it's just a matter of having an opportunity to do it. So And then I can get into even more detail because, for instance, short-term rentals, I'm a short-term rental host, and there are multiple things in that field of real estate that can be outsourced as well, including guest communications, marketing, any of the administrative work, even organizing the physical things that need to take place at your unit, such as the cleaning or maintenance, can all be outsourced to someone else.
Wow. Okay. And how did you get into that field?
So just a couple years ago, 2020, I was a brand new mom, first time mom, and was at home as was everyone else during the pandemic. And the entrepreneurial bug bit me extra hard. I've been an entrepreneur since about age 6. That's a whole nother story for another day. But I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And so my wheels got to turning. And I found out that that was actually a thing of, I mean, I knew about Airbnb because that's the top, what people refer to it as Airbnb. I knew about it, but I didn't understand what it took to become a host. And seeing it, especially through rental arbitrage being done that way, I was like, oh, that's something I can do. And I knew the key to having a successful business was to definitely have a good cleaning team, a committed, reliable, dependable cleaning team. So I actually have a friend who was starting a cleaning business around the same time I thought of this. And I asked her if I were to go and start an Airbnb business, would she like to be involved? And so we actually partnered up and went with our first unit, and it went from there.
That's great. That's great. My daughter just did her first Airbnb, but she's doing the cleaning herself. But she's not scaling it yet because she just has that one. So do you have services down here in Houston? I know you're up in Navasota, but do you have like cleaning people that could come to Houston and do Airbnb down here?
So not yet, but that's actually, as I started, that's the long-term goal. So from that sector of it, the cleaning aspect, in talking with my partner, I was saying that it's all about systems and processes. So if you learn to systemize what you're doing, you can do it anywhere. So creating a system and having a training in place to train other cleaners, that Houston was actually one of the first locations we would like to expand to just because of proximity. And my goal is to actually expand worldwide because I would like to have at least one unit everywhere that I would love to be a repeat visitor to. So
I love it.
I call it the modern day timeshare, to where if I want to visit, I know I have a place to stay because I have a short-term rental unit there.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So we do have time. You want to talk about you growing up in Navasota and how you got that bug for entrepreneur. I love to hear that.
So growing up in Navasota, Navasota is a town in Texas that most people have not heard of. It is centrally located between College Station. I like to say it's between College Station and Houston. Not quite in the middle, about 20 minutes away from College Station, about an hour outside of Houston. And growing up, I just, it was a small town feel. And as I got older, I wanted to venture away from that, but I found myself coming back home, and quickly became, it took a few years, but I've recently become immersed in the city and all of the opportunities that are available here. So it's kind of like a hidden gem at this point. It's known for being historic in its downtown, a lot of antiquing. It is known for blues capital of Texas. There's an annual blues festival that people know about, but there are even more opportunities available, more opportunities on the horizon because Navasota is fast growing. First of all, the location is great. We're located on Highway 6, leading up to 290. So it's easy access to Austin, easy access to Houston. And then we recently had a new tollway open, 249, which is directly connecting Houston to Navasota. So with that comes more opportunities. There are retail businesses that have entered and are entering Navasota. And of course, that brings in more people and more real estate opportunities. There's lots of land available in Navasota, land to develop and do whatever you will with it, whether residential or commercial. And Navasota is actually open to all of, being a provider of these opportunities for people who want to invest. So it's a great place to live and to work.
Yeah, I want my village out that way. I've
I
been
mean,
looking at
it's
land
rural
out.
enough to feel like you get in the country living, but then you're so closely located to the bigger cities that it's kind of a great mix.
Right, right. I love that. And it's not so far out. I know you travel into Houston to get your hair done and do
Mhm.
shopping and some other things. And
Right.
so it's country living close to the city.
Yes, exactly. That could be a tagline.
Wait, let me write that down.
Write that down.
Country living close to the city. All right. Anything else you want to tell us about yourself or your goals? What are your plans for 2023?
Oh, I have big plans for 2023. So
You know, you got to put them out in the atmosphere so we can
yes,
have.
I have to speak them and then I will see them. So as far as Maeven Solutions, we are growing and expanding, and because real estate is so near and dear to my heart, I definitely want to provide my services to real estate professionals. And like I said, it's open to anyone in the real estate arena, whether wholesaling, short-term rentals, investors, developers, realtors, pretty much anything you can think of. I know there's a need for support, and we can help you get that support you need. And also for like for brokers, if you have a larger team and you already have a set team and you need development, Maeven Solutions provides employee development as well. If you have a team that you're ready to add to, because let's be real, hiring can be a headache, especially if it's not your expertise. So that's why we offer the opportunity for people to offload that to us. We love to do it. It's what we do. So we're more than happy to help. And so we're growing and looking forward to working with all real estate professionals. And so as far as real estate, I would definitely love to scale my short-term rental business and expand. As I said, I have a goal to expand domestically and internationally. And one thing and one way to do that in a quicker way is multifamily housing. So I want to get into multifamily developments. And as I mentioned, Navasota is a great place for opportunity. So those are some of the things I'm working on, actually providing some opportunities for housing as well as jobs to my own community through developing multifamily housing.
And I want to help with that project. I definitely want to be a part of that.
I'm looking forward to it.
So how can we reach you?
So I can be found, Faren the person can be found on LinkedIn or on Instagram. And Maeven Solution is on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. We're almost everywhere. So I can provide those links for anyone wanting to get in touch. Our website is also www.maevensolutions.com. And so that kind of sums up all of our connections there. But I'm around for anyone who is open to discussing real estate, HR, or anything in between.
Great, sounds good.
So yeah, it was great chatting with you on this topic. I could go all day, but I know we're keeping it short, keeping it sweet.
I still didn't hear what happened at the age of 6 that made you want to be an entrepreneur.
Okay, so my first entrepreneur endeavor was I was gifted with a nail kit, like a set of nail polish. It was probably like 10 different colors. And I decided I was going to use that to make money. So I went to church. I made these little cards, and like I had a little swatch, a sample of each color to show the colors that I had available. I went to church and marketed with word of mouth and let people know that I could do their nails. And
Nice.
they could pay me a nice little fee and I would do their nails for them. So after church, my grandmother lived down the street from the church, and I told them if they wanted their nails done, meet me after church at my granny's house. And that was my first business. I had my little traveling nail kit, and I had little clients. I had my clients that would come to my granny's house and get their nails done.
Nice.
And it's funny that I'm saying this now, because that's even more special, because now I'm the owner of my granny's house. That was like my first investment journey. And so it's kind of full circle. The entrepreneur bug bit me early.
I love that. That's something that my granddaughter needs to do. She wants to be a nail tech. But
I didn't say I was good at it. But yeah, I won't say I was good at it, but people were paying me. I don't know if it was they were just respecting my hustle or they actually liked my work, but
cute little girl at 6 years old doing my nails.
you can imagine how I look.
Well, they probably were like, I could do the one on my left, I just can't do the one on my right. So I'll get her to do
I'll charge you
that.
half price. We'll make it work.
That's funny. All right, well, this has been fun. I'm glad to get to know you, and hopefully we'll be doing business together in 2023 and getting Navasota some things that it needs up there, and being able to help out the community.
Yes, we definitely will. Looking forward to it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.